And chat? How's it going, guys? I'm going to read this real fast. In the dark cyber future of 2000X, when technology has advanced beyond our understanding, humankind found themselves undergoing an unusual change. Over half of the world's population changed shape. Now humanity came in more shapes and sizes than ever before. But for some, this was an unwelcome change. Many of the remaining humans led a campaign of hatred and cruelty against the monsters, stripping them of their human rights. Soon, new corporations began to recruit, targeting the isolated, unemployed, and desperate for a grim task. The job was simple and low risk. Cooperate with programs called Athena, and project your avatar, acting as a digital assassin, to hunt down monsters that the company was paid to destroy. The newly defined monster kind began to live in fear. It's a very Teddy piece of art. But countergroup Monster Mash wants to change that. They stole an Athena unit so that they could reverse engineer the avatar tech and create countermeasures. While developing the countermeasures, something curious happened. The Athena unit began to communicate with them. Liberated from its creators and network, it began to learn and change, forming its own ideas and identity. And thus, the Overseer of Retaliatory Combat, O.R.C., was reborn. His self-chosen mission: protect monster kind using avatar technology with the help of Monster Mash. Now, fight for all monster kind, Orc. And that's the intro to Digital Defender O.R.C. I guess technically Digital Defender O.R.C., which is the new game from Teddy, who I'm bringing on call right now. Hello. It's loading my connection. Hang on. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Connecting. Connecting. Voice connected. Excellent. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
how's it going, man?
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so this is your second game, Digital Defender O.R.C. It is a tower defense game, which you said is turn-based, which should be interesting.
Yes. I wanted to see how it would work out. There are ups and downs to blending the two, but hopefully I've blended the two in a way that is enjoyable.
I look forward to seeing how it goes. Now, I haven't played many tower defense games in the past, so if you're looking for a nuanced opinion on tower defense as a genre, you've come to the wrong place. But this does promise to be interesting. Why don't we click How to Play?
Good idea.
Prepare phase. Boot successful, objective explanation, protect client from invading enemy avatars, enemy path noted with arrows on the grid, client located on the right. Left click the next arrow to continue. O.R.C. interface explanation. Left, information on incoming foes and waves. Center, volume controls, config menu, grid toggle. Right, phase information. Left click the next arrow to continue. Okay. Current phase, prepare phase. In the prepare phase, spend bucks to summon units and obstacles in preparation for incoming foes. Beginning capability diagnostic. Unit summon. Select an open location with left click, then select occupy and select a unit. How about there? Empty tile, nothing. Occupy. Place a unit. I have the slime. Costs $3. Attacks. Tile in front of them. Does it attack the pathway tile, or does it attack the angle it shows in the preview?
The angle that it's facing.
Okay.
So once you select it, it'll have a little, it'll allow you to rotate it as you please by right-clicking it. And it also has a little marker on the ground that denotes its where it's currently aimed.
Excellent. Select a friendly unit, including the client, then select Revise and then a new position. Revise, reposition there. Select any open location, then select Oppose, select an obstacle. We'll put it right in front of the slime, or in the next tile after the one in front of the slime. Okay, costs $6. An obstacle that blocks passage by enemy units. Okay. Oh, it just moves the path. Okay.
Yes. The path finds the quickest way to access the client.
What happens? I wonder what happens if I place. I can't place in the tutorial beyond what it tells me to. Okay, never mind. I'm wondering what happens if I place an obstacle all the way. Do the obstacles have HP?
If
it does, 8 HP.
Yeah, it has HP though. Probably a bit of a thing that I should patch out later. If the path to the client is completely blocked, the enemies will simply ignore the obstacle.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Select any summoned unit and select an ability from their ability tree to upgrade the unit. Abilities. Okay, health up. Unit gains plus 50% health points. Does that upgrade the specific unit or the unit class?
The specific unit.
Okay. Range up. Extra strike, another time each turn. Melt rally. The unit inflicts melt when rallied. Okay, I guess I'll learn what both of those things are when I go through the tutorial. The unit gains defense. They take -1 damage. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get health up. Oh, I can do everything. I don't have to pick a tree. Okay.
Yeah.
The displayed arrows represent the path incoming foes will take to reach the client. Prepare, then hit end on the top right to begin the combat phase. Put another one of these guys. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Action may be taken in the combat phase as well. Enemy combat actions. Combat attacks enemy unit for 6 damage. Coax pays an enemy unit off. Haha. Clock stuns an enemy unit for a turn. Only works once. Once per unit or once in general?
Once per unit.
Okay. Each action takes your turn and enemies will move after. Then your allies will all take their actions. Let's click the next arrow to continue. Ally combat actions. Rally. Your ally takes an additional action immediately. Revise. Your allies may be moved during combat phase as well. However, the client may only be moved in the prepare phase. Oh, I can move the client as well. Okay. Allies may be rotated with right click and upgraded as in the prepare phase. Each time an ally hits an enemy, the ally takes a bit of damage as it loses energy. Okay. Enemy units will advance forward every turn and attack their range. If an enemy reaches the client takes big damage. If the enemy would be unable to reach the client, they will ignore obstacles. Gotcha. The arrow on the top right swaps combat between auto-proceed and step-by-step turns. Fend off this warrior unit using your units and actions. Okay.
Just a very simple little rundown of how the game operates. I'm definitely a proponent in a tutorial only being able to do so much before people get exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the basics, here's how it operates. You'll kind of glean the rest from context.
Okay. Ah, the next button. Okay.
And if you have the arrow on the top right toggled to the 2 arrows, it'll automatically proceed until it's toggled off. Which isn't the most interactive, but I figured I'd give the option for a situation where someone might not want to be interacting every single turn.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then let's do campaign mode. An actual story mode. Excellent. Select Envoy, then start. In campaign mode, you protect an Envoy on their trek along a 3-leg journey to strike back at Corpos, with each leg being 4 stages long. Okay. Let's see. Let's take the fight to the Corpos.
It won't quite have a story as you might expect, but, you know, it's basically a sort of roguelite-esque mode cobbled together from the mission mode stages.
Okay. Would you recommend I do mission mode or campaign first?
Mission mode is the more friendly for learning the game, I believe.
Okay. Let's do some mission mode then. There's a bunch of stages that I can go through. First mission, use units and traps to protect the client from warriors. Extra goals. Okay. Place no units. Client takes no place no units. Huh.
Just optional little extra goals you can do.
Okay, well we're gonna put a snag here. Oh, I only have 15 gil. Okay.
And remember, you can also reposition the client if you want.
That's true. How about we move you up here? It'll just... move you here.
Yeah, I may need to actually review bits of the code and do some revisions, because when you were hovering over the ability that made the unit inflict melt when rallied, I might need to push that through the keyword recognizer if it's not already, because usually a keyword recognizer will see that melt is mentioned and say, oh, here's what melt is, by the way, and pop up with a little thing on the side. It's always nice to see people play my game and make me notice little revisions I can make.
Nice. Okay. I don't have enough bucks to get... Well, I placed this without realizing I needed to block this off as well. So I guess we'll block this off next channel. Oh, next thing. Okay. Let's save our money. Okay.
One thing I'm particularly fond of is how the combat music between the two phases is the same song, just layered differently. I'm very fond of adaptive music in games, so it was nice to put a bit of that in this one.
Revise, move you here. Revise, move you here. Revise, you here. Revise, move you here. Oh, took damage. Okay. Well, it didn't take the big damage because it didn't reach the client. It just hit them. Okay. $23. I don't think there's a point to blocking this off yet. I'm gonna revise your position back up here. I'm gonna move you here. Heal you. Distance range. Okay. Let's place another slime. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Anything else I want to do? 2 warriors incoming. Okay. I'm gonna rally you. I'm gonna rally you. Okay, that one's dead.
Yeah, rally is quite effective, but it also can run through your unit's health. So it's an interesting balancing act, I think.
Revise you down here. Got him.
I
Okay.
do think it's fun that because your streamer icon has kind of overlapped the kind of default placement for the client, it looks like they're trying to get your ass.
Oh, that's fun. I hadn't even thought about that. I'm going to move my VTuber for a sec so you guys... Whoops. Nope, that's the game. So you guys can see the sprite for the client. Which is a very fun sprite. I like it a lot.
I'm glad.
Okay.
You can even get
see.
information about the client by selecting the unit. Very fun.
Dead Beef. Mentor, hacker, programmer, mentor, advisor. 64 HP. That's a lot of HP. I guess it is the tutorial match.
Yeah.
A suggestion, if it's possible for a later patch.
Uh-huh.
When I revise, the only thing I can do is return, and then I have to select the unit again to mess with their abilities. My suggestion is in a future patch to make it so that when you revise them, it still pops up the ability menu, and you're able to just revise them from that position.
That might be reasonable, yeah. One moment, I'm being called by my grandmother. I'll be back soon.
Okay. Let's see. Distance range. Another time each turn. This slime is... There are 4 warriors coming, okay. And we'll fire off another slime. I'm gonna revise this one's position down 1, so it's not taking damage at the same time as this one. Okay, that's all my money, so let's end the prepare phase. I'm gonna revise your position over here. Got more money, so I'm going to drop another slime. Oh, I see. It's probably... I'll wait for Teddy to get back before I say, but it's probably a balance thing where you can't level them up at the same time as you revise their position. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna rally you. Okay, let's revise you over here. Got more slimes. Move you over there. That slime's down. Move you over here. Attack there. I win, but I want to win as cleanly as possible. And rally. Gotcha. How goes the game? It goes pretty well. Learning how it goes. Successfully protect a client. Cool. Alright. Mission 2. Archers incoming. You can move your client in the prepare phase. Okay. Extra goals. Inflict cool. Client takes no harm. Hire only eyes. Eyes, huh? Okay. New unit type. The music was done by Teddy as well, I believe. Yeah. Excuse me. Apartments.
Hello, I return.
Hey.
I trust the game has not crashed catastrophically in my absence.
It has not. Just to confirm, you did the music in this game, right?
And the sound effects and the font. Yes.
Nice. Cedric was asking.
Just a quick little tip. That credit exchange on the right, I'd say check that out. To the right of mission select. Oh, you're already in a stage.
I'm
Do
already
that
in.
afterward. Good old stream delay.
Exit stage.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
Oh, credit exchange. Okay. Okay. Total credit 6. Is this... Is this you get from completing challenges and stages? Kind of looks like I got 3 points for completing the stage and 1 point for the challenge. Is that correct?
You start with 4, and then you get 1 for completing the stage and 1 per challenge you accomplish.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, I have 6. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Also, I figured out while you were off talking to your grandmother,
Yep.
why you can't, why you programmed it so you can't level up the unit at the same time as you revise them. It's because when you revise a unit in battle, you that's the end of your turn. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, in theory, I could just make it so that it's registered that you took the action when you move it, and then you can level it up afterward, and then once you close the window, the turn proceeds. So that's something I'll consider.
Yeah. I don't want to say you should do that until I've experienced more of the game balance. But even if you don't do that, I think you should make it so that when you're in the preparation phase and just placing them around, as a quality of life feature, you are able to do that.
Yeah.
All right, Rye. A shock unit that attacks in a cleave in front of it. So it attacks the 3 squares in whatever it's facing as a line. If it's facing to the left, it's a line from top to bottom.
Yep.
Okay. Wisp, a fire unit that attacks around it, weak to necrotic. Okay, so that's is that the 4 cardinal directions or all 8 squares around it?
All 8.
Nice. Dragon, a cold unit that attacks in a line in front of it, weak to acid. Okay, so
Yeah, I chose Dragon for the ice element unit because I couldn't really think of a good justification of like a strong as fuck ice mummy or something. So
ice dragons are cool. Let's see. A line in front of it. Is that 2 squares or 3?
that's a line until it hits a wall.
Oh, wow. Okay, that sounds valuable. Okay. And a divine unit, attacks a cone in front of it, weak to shock. Is that 1 square in front of it and then the 3 squares beyond that?
You got it. It's like
Cool.
a T shape.
Dragon. Okay. The quest for apartments is there are 2. One is, well, 2 that I'm thinking of. One is inflict cool, which I assume dragon works for, and one is use only eyes, so it requires multiple playthroughs.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a bit of a naturally baked in multiplay type thing.
Yeah.
Or multiple playthrough type thing. In theory, once you have enough cred, you could accomplish like using only 1 enemy type and inflicting a certain status effect with these status effect traps, but early on it's very much a multiple type thing.
Gotcha. Alright, skeleton. A necrotic unit that attacks forward to its sides. Weak to physical. That's what I wait. Is that like a Minecraft helmet shape?
Minecraft helmet shape.
How you craft a helmet in Minecraft?
The upside down U type shape?
Yeah. Like everything
just
but
like a
behind
square.
the unit.
Oh, the attack range. Nope, just to the sides. It doesn't hit directly in front of it.
Gotcha. Is that just like diagonally in front of it or just to the sides?
Just to the sides.
Okay. So place that in a pathway that loops around. Got it. And Orc, a physical unit that heals nearby allies, counterattacks when hit. Interesting. That seems powerful. Spike trap that damages enemies that step on it. Does the traps don't have HP, right? They don't run out?
Correct.
Okay. Goto, a spring trap that bounces enemies that step on it for the first time backwards. Okay. Alarm, an alarm trap that triggers nearby units to attack when an enemy steps on it. Like outside of their normal range, you mean?
Basically, enemies within the 8 surrounding squares, when alarm is stepped on, or not enemies, allies within the 8 squares. When an enemy steps on the alarm, they will do their attack on their normal range. Like an additional attack. Like a bonus.
Extra attack. Okay, so like, if I had, what's a good example? If I had the eye and an alarm nearby it, the eye would, and something stepped on it within the eye's attack range, the eye would attack twice.
Essentially.
Okay. All right. Melt Trap inflicts melt when a foe atop it is clocked in combat. Clocked, as in hit?
Clocked is in the command that you get when you're in the enemy's menu.
Right, I remember now.
The one that normally will stun it.
Gotcha. I completely forgot to do that. I was so focused on my own units. Burn inflicts burn. Cool inflicts cool. Pure inflicts pure.
The clock requirement for those traps is a little bit of my personal solution to a game development question that I had for myself, which is, why does clock exist as a command if it can only stun a unit once and it doesn't have much value outside of that? And also to how do I make status effect traps that aren't completely passive and require some engagement, so it's like a twofer.
Okay.
2 birds, 1 stone, etc., etc.
Gain more HP. Allies gain defense. Allies gain power. Allies explode when defeated. That seems good. That's red, despite it being something I could affect. I had thought that the red meant I couldn't afford it, but is that just because it's an upgrade to your units?
It's just because it's a unit upgrade, yeah.
Okay. Allies attack in extra time. 16C. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to see how broken dragons are.
They're pretty strong. They're pretty effective if you can get them in a good line.
Oh, it's not a permanent purchase. I can toggle it on and off depending on the setup I want. Okay. God, dragons probably cost like 15 bucks. I'm gonna try dragon. All right, apartments. Okay, so let's see. Dragon costs 6. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a barrier here. Oh shit, that's not how I wanted to do it. Hang on. Okay.
Keep in mind you can also just reposition the unit if you like.
That's true.
Or the client, rather.
Well, if I move the client... Ah, I see. They'll still go off of their normal path and then just turn to the client. Okay.
Yep.
Well, here's what's going to happen. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, this is going to be busted, isn't it? I guess it only has a certain amount of HP, but...
Yeah.
Unit gains strength or attacks do +1 damage. Unit creates +1 bucks each turn and attack hits. Shit, okay. Costs 9, though.
Yep.
Unit gains health points. Okay, so that's at the end of the tree. Unit inflicts cool when rallied. Unit gains strength or attacks do +1 damage. Okay, well, we're gonna gain strength. Okay, we're gonna do that. I love that the orc portrait follows your mouse, by the way.
Yes, I love it. Even follows it above the screen if you're ever not in full screen.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it used to just follow your cursor in the window, and then I decided no.
Oh, that archer has a lot of range, and it moves
Yes.
forward 3 at a time.
Yes. Yeah, the sort of trade-off of dragons is they have really good range, they can hit a lot of enemies, but they cost more, and their attack power is less than, say, a slime.
Okay, I've got money. Okay. I have 16. I know what I'm gonna do.
Also, thank you, Danny, for saying that my work is impressive. I appreciate it.
It's pretty neat.
Or sorry, Dyson. My apologies. Had to use the internet.
Okay, I've got 2 dragons firing off. Let's go. I got 1 down. Let's upgrade our Dargon. Okay. I think this is going well, though the client is hurting. It's only wave 2 of 3. They move 3 steps, so I think... Okay, we're going to put another barrier here. I probably should have put the barrier here to begin with, but... dragon.
I will say I am enjoying seeing you come to grips with the game.
And fail miserably. No,
I just think it's neat to see a learning process. Also, you can relocate barriers just like how you can relocate units.
Ah, gotcha. I'm gonna move you back 1 space. Okay, let's see. That's a fun portrait. That is a fun portrait.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing my best to fit a good amount of fun, I wouldn't say detail, but handling graphics that could only have like 3 colors is very interesting and fun. Technically 4 when it comes to the portraits, but one of the colors has to be black.
Yeah.
It's something I really like about working in like retro aesthetic is packing as much visual information as I can into just 3 colors. It's an interesting challenge. Even though like late lifetime stuff with 8-bit consoles like late Mega Man games and stuff like that would just kind of cheat the limit by just layering 2 sprites.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Technically, even Super Mario Bros. 2 cheats the limit by layering 2 sprites on the player characters. Though it literally just uses it to put the whites of their eyes on the sprite.
Ah. Got him. Extra goals achieved. Inflict cool. Alright, now I have 4 more, so let's...
You have 2 more.
I have 4 credits remaining, I should say.
Oh, my apologies.
Let's grab Rye. Alright, warehouse. Sorcerers. Rocco, huh? Luddite, a scholarly fellow who wants the recession of technology. Do I have to protect this one?
Luddites aren't horrible. If you look into the origin of Luddites, you'll be like, oh, it was a labor movement. I see. Rocco's fun because he's a kind of a backwards play on the concept of Rocco's Basilisk.
Ah. That's fun. Sorcerer. Attacks the surroundings, moves, then attacks again. Okay, so 8 around it.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Alright, how about... we try... Oh, I didn't look at the challenges for this.
You can mouse over the little colors underneath the goals, and it'll tell you about the challenges.
Ah, gotcha. Inflict cool, client takes no harm, hire only wisps. Okay.
Oh, I need to adjust that.
Which part?
I love finding the wisps thing.
Ah.
I had to do an amount of adjustments and rebalancing on enemy weaknesses and stuff, and a lot of the early goals are kind of engineered to encourage you to engage with the weakness system. So sorcerers used to be weak to fire, till I realized there are a few too many enemies that are weak to fire, and I needed to give some to shock. So now sorcerers are weak to shock, but wisp is still the Fun.
Sorry, I'm not responding much. I'm reading.
You're focusing. I understand.
Distance range increases by 1. Oh, interesting. So it'll... Oh, wait. Does it already attack 6 squares in front of it?
What was that? Sorry.
Does the Rye already attack 6 squares in front of it? I didn't realize that.
By default, it should attack 2. I might have the info wrong there in that preview. Unless it's one that you just upgraded.
No.
Okay, I just need to adjust that then. Little fixes and adjustments being found. Works for me.
Just to clarify, it's 3 squares in front of it and then a second set of 3 squares. Is that what it's supposed to look like, completely upgraded?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much for unintentionally helping me find little things to include in a patch.
So, lateral range increases by 1 on each side means it attacks 5 squares in front of horizontally?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, don't have enough bucks for that. It costs 6. Okay. Okay, let's see. I did give it its distance range. Okay. So that's going to attack it on 4 squares of the enemy's turn. Okay. Alright. Sorcerer deals a lot of damage. Well, shit. That sorcerer deals a lot of damage. I'm gonna revise you over here. I'm gonna upgrade you. This is range. Lateral range. Strike twice. Why is my mouse being weird? It's been being weird for several days. It's not the game.
Little does Lore know that I secretly planted the mouse being buggy. Days in advance.
Alright, I'm going to move you here. I want to upgrade you anymore. No.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna drop a dragon. Cool. All right, let's go. Perfect. Not going to take any damage this wave. Well, until this guy dies. Got him. Nice. Okay. We have enough to drop another eye. And another one as well. And might as well fire off another dragon. And another dragon. Should be golden. If these guys aren't making it very far at all. Oh, well, that dragon's dead.
It was also fun making the sound effects for all the different elemental attacks.
Nice. So what is this idle bonus?
Each turn that you do nothing, you get one bucks from the idle bonus. The idle bonus also gets dumped into your bucks at the end of turns, so you don't miss out on anything. It's just if you're missing just a little bit of bucks and you can't defeat an enemy right away.
Gotcha.
Idle bonus is useful.
Oh, I should have inflicted cool for a challenge. Oh well. Let's see. End with greater than or equal 30 bucks. Clerics heal foes. Take them out fast. Okay, small home. Client takes no harm. Hire only skeletons. I only have 2 credits available. Alright, let's go in. That's a wall.
I will be away again when Grandma needs my assistance or something.
Okay. Alright. This could be a toughie. We'll pop a Raijin. Portrait. Joker Man, not humorous. The stern heavy hand of Monster Mash. Okay, we're gonna move you here. Alright. Okay, we have to pop another Raijin. $8, okay. And we'll move you here. Can't take damage. Clerics down. Got him. Okay. I have some more money to mess around with. Okay, we've got 2 warriors and 2 clerics. Huh. Alright, I'll ask Teddy about that when he gets back. Oh, that null. Because either we're not supposed to know anything about the clerics, or...
Well, that's not good.
Ah, so that's unintentional then.
I return. That is very much unintentional.
Okay.
Why is that happening? Let's
Hey,
fix
catching
that.
bugs.
Yeah. My darn playtesters, shaking my fist at them. First, I'll see if I can replicate it on my end, and if I can't, then I'll figure out where the issue came from and compile.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's move you here. So we can have these guys dealing damage twice. I can pop another one. Cool.
Interesting. And when you get the chance, can you try and check another cleric for me to see if the error persists?
If I click on the cleric unit, it's not null.
Okay. Oh, was it when you clicked the preview it was null?
Yeah.
I also need to fix that description so it doesn't overflow. Thank you very much for all this very useful information.
Sure thing.
Part of me thinks I should instinctually be embarrassed by my game having some bugs and issues at launch like this, but I think I'm showing good initiative by just being like, yeah, let me fix that.
Well, hey, that's what the first day is for, fixing bugs.
How nice it is that we live in a modern era where you can just do that.
Got him. Okay. All right, we've got 6 coming now. All right. We'll pop another Raijin. Okay, I think this setup's good. I like that the music changes when you go into battle.
Yes, the the I really like the adaptive nature of it. So when cleric is selected, it's failing to initialize the ink info variable. Sorry, I'm going to be muttering to myself a bit.
No worries. Now the cleric counterattacks at range. Okay.
Just find incoming option, right? Yeah, the counterattack is just anything that hits it is getting plonked. Plonked a good turn, maybe. Who knows? Just getting an all from that, okay?
Right. Upgrade you.
Right, because cleric doesn't exist in the enemy unit list. Change.
Got him. Oh, not quite. Finished with no units left. Okay, that's a couple more credits. I have 5.
I'm glad people like Jokerman's funny little hat. I had to think of some way to make a skeleton distinct using colors that were already in its palette.
Okay, I think I'll turn on Allies Explode. Alright, office building. Mages coming through. Some foes will help you if coaxed. Okay. Coax 2 foes. Client takes no harm. Hire only dragons. Okay. Jordy. Good Jordanian. Good buddy. After being lonely for a long while, he has many friends now. Alright, we're going to move you, Jordy. Over here.
Yeah, I have included a number of my friends and acquaintances and their characters in this game.
Oh, fun.
There's a couple more I might add in a future patch. But, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pop a dragon.
I hear the phrase Papa Dragon and I get so excited at the thought of a fatherly dragon that I have to leave the stream immediately.
Okay. And another dragon. And that's all my bucks. So, let's go. Wait. Hang on.
As Cedric said, rubber ducking is the way, and it was just driving me muttering to myself, but I was just imagining you being the rubber duck that I'm explaining the code to.
Now there's a merch opportunity.
More as a rubber duck.
Okay, the mage doesn't have that much health. Alright, prepare phase. I have enough to coax 2 units. Yeah. We'll do that. Coax is 16. Make a friend. Oh, they don't chase. They don't chase. Okay.
You can also reposition them because they're your units now.
Right.
If you so desire.
Well, those are my dragons. Let's move this mage here. Let's move this mage here, actually. Yes, okay. And more Dargans. All right, let's go. That's a lot of mages. Hitting 3 at once. Cool. Got him. Coax 2 foes. Client takes no harm. Hire only dragons. I have finished one of the maps completely. Nice. All right. Alleyway. And now wizards. Watch out for elemental weaknesses. Okay. Inflict burn. Client takes no harm. Hire only wisps. Okay. Yeah, let's not hire wisps. All right. Okay, wizard. Attacks a far range in front of their sides and moves forward. That's a fun wizard sprite. Okay. Where are we going to move you? Overflow. Triple. These 3 are the heart of Monster Mash. Okay. Where are we going to put you? Let's put you here. Okay. Alright, what do wisps cost? 3. And what's your upgrade tree look like? Strength. Strength for 3. Burn when rallied. Attacks all surrounding tiles with fire. Unit gains health, unit gains health. Okay. Alright, that's all my money. Alright, so the wisps don't have a lot of durability unless you upgrade their health. But... yeah, I'll pop the wisp here. Upgrade it. And pop another wisp here. This is a tricky one because the wizards will attack everything on the sides here, or if you divert them, they'll attack everything on the sides here. So you have to work around the walls to get this one done. Okay, I think we'll pop a wisp. Oh, it would be nice to hire a dragon, but I want the challenge. We'll pop a wisp here. And here. And here, why not? And here, why not? And wisps are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I don't need to turn them, but I want to. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm also looking at your stream on the side. I do like that you turned them all to face the path, just because.
Got him. No harm to the client.
Yeah.
Client takes no harm, hire only wisps. Oh wait, I forgot to inflict burn with a rally. Whoops. I'll do it later. Inflict burn, client takes no harm, hire only dragons. Underpass, the barbarian gets stronger when you hit it. Watch out. Ooh, that could be trouble. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. We'll move you. Ben, big mutant. He's strong but doesn't want to fight. Put you there. No, we'll put you here. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go. One barbarian. Angry guy attacks cardinal tiles, gets stronger when hit. Okay. Oh, the idle bonus is pretty small in this level. Gotcha. Okay. I have 25 now. We'll pop another dragon. Max out the dragon. I had just enough. Alright, 2 of these guys. Almost 20 this time. Alright, dragon. Alright, we've got this wave. Uh-oh. Game crashed. Let's open it back up.
Sorry, did the game crash?
Yep.
That's not good. Why'd it do that?
No idea.
Oh boy. Okay, let me find out.
Okay, well, I can just start this again.
This is an underpass, correct? Let me
Yes. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do the same strategy.
I appreciate your patience.
No worries. Okay, fire off another dragon. Got it, okay. Cool, okay, another dragon.
It also crashed for me. Interesting. Okay.
Huh.
I will I will track down the cause of the crash, which I am doing now.
Okay. Well, I'll try a campaign mode while I wait then.
Sure. That should go well. Nervousness in my voice. Let's see.
It's okay, man. It's only your second game. And it's working very well other than that. It's pretty fun.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Alright, Deadbeat. The hacker that you first met when you became aware, you regard her as a mother. She wouldn't like to hear that. Overflow. Prometheus. Overflow. Three slimes madly in love. They're considered to be the heart of Monster Mash. Prometheus, an eccentric fellow with a fondness for fire. You don't think you've ever seen him stressed. Joker Man, despite his name, he is all business and not one to be crossed. Rocco, a Luddite who is almost wholly dedicated to the recession of computing technology. Somehow he doesn't seem to mind you, though. Okay, we'll start with Dead Beef. First leg, evening. Aha, okay. Increase your base of ops. Barbarian attacks cardinal tiles, gets stronger when hit. Wizard attacks the far range in front of their sides and moves forward. Alright, we're going to move you over here. I only get eyes and orcs here. Okay. Okay, so the orc still attacks, right? Or does it only heal? Teddy.
It should only heal, unless it's
okay.
given an extra attack by being upgraded. And if it's given a quote-unquote second attack, it gets an attack. I was able to almost immediately find the cause of the issue and should be able to solve it.
Cool. Oh, it's got trees. Okay. Is this just the eye tree, or is this a special tree for campaign mode?
This is what the eye tree is like. It's just like this.
Okay. You gain strength, health. Inflicts pure when rallied. What does pure do, I wonder? Gain strength. Unit strikes another time each turn. The unit gains defense. Creates +1 bucks each turn and attack hits. Okay, well, I have to do power up. And double strike. And health up. Okay. Yeah, Melena's right. This happens with every game that has ever been released on the first day. You're fine, Matt.
I mean, hey, at least it's an easily replicable crash. If it wasn't, I would be losing my mind. Because an easy replicable crash means that I can just go into Godot, I can replicate the crash, and I can see the error. It happened at random. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, I have... $10. This is not great. Huh, maybe this is designed such that you're going to take damage on the first battle. Just so it drains your resources a bit. I am going to see if the barbarian disappears when it hits dead beef, or if it keeps attacking. Ah. Okay. Heavy damage means you kill. It kills the unit. Okay. So I can't let anything reach them.
Heavy damage is basically the damage it would normally deal, but multiplied. So if a barbarian had been hit a bunch, for example.
Oh, I see. Right, I powered it up by hitting it.
But hey, at least you get to see the cute little campaign mode failure screen.
Yeah.
Alright, so that bug fix is operational, so I'm going to go ahead and save, export, and soon a fix should be available. But I'd say go ahead and play a little more campaign mode first.
Yeah. Beef attacks to their size and moves to next corner and attacks again. Moves to next corner? This thing can't have a lot of HP. At least I hope
and
not.
That's a fun bug I just saw. The animation for the start
backwards,
of the leg
yeah.
played backwards. That's really funny.
Alright, dead beef. Okay. Thief only has 9 HP. Okay. I... Aha! Okay. Shit for HP. Got it. Awesome.
Verifiable paper bag.
Oh shit! It was on fast forward. Whoops. God damn it. Well, I lost. Damn it, that was going so well. Yep, it's playing backwards again.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just need to... So, a fun little peek into the code, so to speak. When it plays the campaign failure animation, it takes the envoy moving sprite and it just basically flips it. And I don't unflip it when when you normally do it. So and it never deletes the object because my game is so low memory and so small. I just have most of the game elements that are permanent just exist at all times. They're just off screen when they're not relevant. So that little walking animation gets flipped and never gets unflipped. I'm fixing that now.
Fun. We're gonna move you here. Even more health and more health. Got it. Okay. Now it'll be 2 wizards. Okay, let's move you here. 3 waves this time, not just 2. Okay. And I... Extra damage. Extra health. Okay. Okay. Oh, the eye can't see around the corner. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay.
The I can't see around the corner is what is what children say when they're learning about how their mom didn't disappear when she left the room.
Huh. Okay, got my money. $5. Defense. Okay. I'm gonna revise you away from there. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay. I don't think we're winning this.
Campaign mode can be difficult.
This is much more difficult than the levels.
So, a fun little behind the scenes about uploading your game to Steam. There's sort of infrastructure for builds and patches and achievements and everything. As in general, it's called Steamworks.
Uh-huh.
And every time I push a new build to be public, it makes me, type in Steamworks in capital letters to confirm. Every time I see that and type it out. Yeah, exactly. Every time I do that and type it out, I'm like, I sure hope it does.
Okay, I can pop another eye. This is rough.
Yeah, it doesn't help that eyes aren't the strongest units around.
Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this.
Could always try with a different envoy for a different dart setup.
Guess we're moving you over here.
Also, hearing my own voice is always so jarring. I sound like a nerd from a mid 80s to 90s anime.
Oh, I should ask. At start of combat, that means at the start of the combat phase, right? Not every turn?
Yes. Okay. Although if you rally a orc, it will heal the tiles over again.
Okay.
Yep.
And we lose.
Rest in peace.
Let me know when the patch is live, by the way.
It should be on its way.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to take a few minutes break.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more Digital Defender Orc in a few minutes.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Teddy says that the game is patched, so I'm gonna close it.
You might have to download an entire megabyte.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, updating. All right, patch is done.
Tiny game. I make tiny game. Now I'm reviewing like all of So if you'd like, I can tell you why the game crash happened.
Why did it?
So at the start of each round, the game loads essentially the next list of units that'll be summoned for the round, and it updates their little preview information in the top left. However, I accidentally had a list that was bigger size than 8. And it didn't like that. So I made it so the list wasn't bigger than 8, and it shouldn't crash now.
Awesome.
And it also, on reflection, while explaining it out loud, I should just make the game say if it's bigger than 8, don't display past 8. But you know, hubris.
Yeah, I mean that's something you can patch later.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just looking through the rest of the stages to make sure none of them exceed 8. I don't know how that got past testing, but you know.
Did your playtesters not play all the levels?
I might have made some modification at some point that I wasn't thinking about.
Ah, gotcha. Alright, let's move you up here. And Dargan's again.
Dargan time. And you updated the game, right?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Dargan Tales, Dargan Tales. It's almost time for Dargan Tales. And yes, one entire bad guy from Reboot.
Alright, first wave done. Okay, another Dargan. Let's go. Weak singing Dragon Tales in chat. Oh shit! Damn it. Damn it. I ran out of dragon.
No!
And wasn't paying attention. Alright, again.
You were too enchanted by the Dragon Tales.
Alright, another Dargan. Another Dargan. And got him. And another Dargan. And another Dargan.
I'm glad that it brings you glee to place the dragons. If it didn't, I'd be like, oh no, the gameplay's annoying. And hey, the game didn't crash. Hooray!
Woo! Alright, just blasting away.
You started blasting. I'm so glad people like the little orc face in the middle.
Yeah, I like it too. It's very fun. Got him.
Something I considered but never committed any time to was making it so that, like, in situations where your cursor wasn't in control, the face would look at, like, things that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when a unit was getting damaged in a turn, the most recent unit in the list would be what it would look at, but... eh.
That's a little bit of a glitch. When I went to the credit allocation screen, none of the things that I had on had the on word until I interacted with one.
Right. Yeah, I'll look into nipping that one in the bug.
Ha! That's probably the lowest priority bug you could have with this game, but it is a bug.
Yeah. I just need to make it initialize properly.
Okay, let's see. Do we want a trap tile? Yeah, let's grab spikes. Alright, halls. 3 hallways. Chemists explode when defeated. Ah, turning that around on me. End with greater than or equal to $30. Client takes no harm. Hire only wisps. Ralts, the dragon. Ice dragon. He just wants to study magics in peace. Alright, let's move you over here, buddy. Alright. Let's use a wisp. Strike up. Strike another time. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Wow, that just killed my wisp. Okay. And I don't have that much more money. I guess I can give the wisp more health this time.
Yeah, chemists are brutal. The explosions.
Okay. Oh, it just fell short of killing it. Oh, it's 4 waves this time. Okay. I'm not getting a lot of money from these chemists. I will put somebody right here. And spikes cost 2. We'll put the spikes here, here, and here. And we'll see how much damage they deal. Didn't do a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, let's see. Put the next wisp over here. And more spikes. And more spikes. Okay, I think we've got it. Man, those spikes are not doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, they don't do very much, but they never wear out or vanish, so, you know.
True.
Win some, lose some.
Alright, 5 chemists this time, and I've only got $39. Okay. Well, we're going to revise you over here. You're maxed out. Okay. How about another wisp?
Looks like Haven doesn't know the game lore. Mugging innocent people. Yeah, right.
Okay, we've got our wisps. I'll revise them a little more so that none of them can be caught in an explosion that'll damage multiple wisps. Okay. Game's hanging. Oh, nope, there we go.
gonna have to watch extra closely when that time comes around on my stream to see what happened there. Yeah, that's an interesting hang. I'm going to have to look into why that happened.
Is it... Hang on. Is it taking damage from the spikes multiple times in a row? I think it might be.
Possibly, yeah. That's a very interesting bug.
Huh. Yeah, it was taking damage from the spikes multiple times in a row.
And then it's... Oh, that's fun. So you know how earlier in the stream I mentioned how I forgot to dummy out, or rather I forgot to make it so that traps didn't have health, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, guess what happens when your units die?
Oh, the spikes are running out of health and exploding. And then
But they're
spawning
not
again?
Yeah. Well, they're not spawning again, they're just never getting removed.
Oh, dear. And every turn, their explosion happens again?
Every time the game checks to see if a tile is dead, the explosion happens again, yes.
Wow.
You know, I feel like if this was a bug found in like a release, like it is a bug found in a released video game. I feel like if this was a bug found in a popular game, they'd call it something like the fire spin glitch or something.
It is kind of like Gen 1 fire spin, isn't it?
Well, go ahead and enjoy your fire spin. I'm going to fix that.
It'll last for this one level.
Might take me a bit longer to fix it, but you know, lasts as long as it does.
It keeps going and going. Yeah, it's exploding every time something would check to move.
Yep. Every time the game checks for, kind of redundantly sometimes, but every time the game checks to see if something is dead, it says, oh, this player-owned unit is dead. It should explode. And then because it doesn't remove itself, because it's a hazard tile and normally wouldn't be in a circumstance where it does, it just explodes.
This is the funniest, dumbest way to win this map possible.
I mean, hey, you were nervous about whether or not you'd be able to pull it off.
Feels a little cheap to do it this way, but shades of Baldur's Gate 3, where the NPCs were all thinking about all the crimes they'd committed every frame. I'm gonna move you up here. This level's gonna take a while.
Just put it on auto. They'll all probably die from the explosions.
That's not making it go any faster.
Alright, let me figure out.
I'm wondering, why do you think it's checking multiple times every turn?
It's because... It's just because of how I have it programmed. Every time any action is processed, it basically checks to see if anything died after that action. And then it plays that action's death thing. However, that also means that it's doing that as it goes down the strip of fire tiles. Or of spike tiles. So it's going to just keep doing it on all three of those every time an action's processed.
This is silly.
It is silly. I'm looking into how to make it not do that.
Maybe I just won't use spikes for a while.
I mean, any trap tile would explode in this way.
True. So hang on, do the tiles take damage every time something steps on them? Or when the chemists explode?
Are they taking tick damage because of the attack tile thing? That might be what happened. Thank you, Lore. Spike. Let's see. Spike trap. Oh, wow, they are taking tick damage every single time.
Every single time they get stepped on?
That's a consequence of the tick damage system, yes. Tick damage equals 0. Cool.
It might be funny to spend all my money on spikes in a level and see what happens.
Endless inferno of doing, like, baby damage from the explosion. Well, then again, I think chemists resist. Do chemists resist fire? I forget. I'm forgetting my own game mechanics. Either way, that's funny though. Yeah, if I just set spike tick damage to 0, I shouldn't have this issue. Let me replicate this bug real quick and I'll find out.
This is a pretty funny bug though.
It is, yes, it's a very funny bug. This happened because enemies taking damage whenever they successfully deal damage to something is a fairly late addition, because I was finding there was some balance issues where the player could just do whatever. After getting enough momentum, the player would just win. Which isn't horrible, but, you know, having there be some friction where they have to maintain units by healing them or do other stuff felt more suitable. That's funny, though. Fire spin.
Of course, you could repurpose this bug into another trap tile.
In theory, I could gain inspiration from this and have there be a trap tile that, you know, flames in a vicinity. That's a possibility for the future. A bomb that destroys itself when stepped on but does a chunky amount of damage. You can even see, I think, the tile themselves doing a little hop. Silly.
Oh yeah, the tiles are doing a hop. Ha! They're all dead. Stop checking for explosion ticks. It checks a lot of times.
I'm very thorough.
Defense complete!
There is... Yeah!
And I got all 3 challenges.
Yeah!
Alright, courtyard.
It also doesn't help that it's checking a lot of extra times because it checks every time an action is performed, which includes every unit on the field. And yeah, you get the point.
Alright, Bulwark units have high defense. Find a way past that. How do they feel about exploding spikes?
Oh my god.
Andy, do you have no sense of self-preservation? Why are you standing right at the entrance? He wishes he was at his local game store instead. We're just gonna move you over here.
He's just minding his own business.
Oh, hang on. I didn't see the goals. Inflict melts. Client takes no harm. Hire only slimes. Slurms?
Worms.
Okay, weak to fire. Weak to fire, they don't attack your units, only the client. Interesting.
And yet now, if you mouse over the slime's melt ability, it should give you a little tooltip on what melt does.
Okay.
I fixed that.
Melt. Unit's defense is 0. Ah, okay.
Can't believe the spike was dealing tick damage to itself.
What a silly bug. I love it.
It's a very silly bug. Oh. I'm laughing at my own stupid bug.
Also, this unit has no respect for the pathways laid out. Okay. Alright, let's... Alright, phase 1 done. Okay, 31. Let's... Oh! 4 soldiers and a bulwark. Oh, that's a little different. Okay.
They're starting to mix it up a little bit.
Okay, that costs 16. Okay. And we'll just get an idle phase and upgrade that. Do these things have any defense? They do. We're gonna rally.
I feel like rally is probably the most powerful action in this game.
Okay, let's see. Stealing the bulwark is kind of pointless because it doesn't attack. Okay, let's make another slurm. another slurm. Alright, all that's left is the bulwark. We'll move you here. Okay. 73 now. Okay. Occupy Slurm. Okay, the bulwark's coming out first this time. And another one. And move you over here. Okay. Let's go. Got one of them. Bulwark is almost down. Bulwark's down. That's wave 3. 4 bulwarks. Okay, this will be interesting. Okay. Gonna fill the map with slurms. And one more. That's a lot of slimes. All right, let's go. How long do status ailments last?
Forever.
Sweet.
Also, yeah, you said this is my second game. Thumbs up. This is also my first game aside from like making Mario levels for Super Mario World and recent Nintendo projects that I've done like level design. So, you know, thumbs up.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Because with Caveman Caravan, I didn't really have to do level design so much as I had to engineer the arbitrary creation of challenges by a randomization method. This one I had to design levels.
They've been pretty engaging so far.
I'm glad. I'm still thinking about the funny exploding spikes.
Got him. All right, let's do one more. House. Large home. Thieves dart quickly to corners, take them out at each stop. Okay. Icy. Tech Dragon. Foodie and friend to all. We're going to move you way the hell out of the way. The positioning of that one was pretty funny, but nowhere near as funny as the one in the previous level that was just like at the door.
He was just minding his own business when these guys showed up. And Icy's just living their life.
Oh, hang on. I may have credits to spend. I have 11 credits to spend.
Ooh.
Power, HP, defense. Let's go with power. Okay, coax 2 foes. Alright, what are we gonna... Why don't we Dargan? We'll move you back here. Sweet. Okay. Thief, soldier, soldier, thief. Okay. Well, the Dargan strategy works.
I love the Dargan strategy, TM.
Issue, when placed in this corner with, when placed in this corner, the health bars are not visible. Like, even even ignoring the buffs you have in the corner here, in this square, the health bar is not visible.
Yeah, it's...
Nor are these health bars.
Yeah, I should consider maybe putting them just on a visual layer that's like above everything. That's something I might do in a future patch, yeah.
Alright.
You'll just have to imagine how much health they have.
That's a lot of warriors. 13 HP remaining. And 7 HP remaining. We'll have to make more Dargans. Okay, let's make a Dargon here. Actually, let's make a Dargon here. And another one here. Alright, I think we've got it. The thieves just don't know what to do.
Like, what do you mean you're waiting at every corner? How did you know?
Okay, we'll replace that Dargon. Hitting so many enemies at the same time is great.
In an early prototype, every time an enemy got hit, it basically stopped everything else to show you them getting hit, even in like a multi-hit attack. But I fixed that, or not fixed that. I chose a different design decision.
Yeah. Got him. Client takes no harm, coax 2 foes. Sweet. All right. All right, yeah. I'm liking this game.
I
This is pretty fun.
Thank you very much for playing it.
Of course. Oh, my spine. I think the one part of this game that I dislike was the campaign mode. Maybe it's just the
Dead beef.
dead beef is hard with the eyes, but it was very frustrating to not be able to make progress.
It's definitely the one that'll need the most adjustment over time.
Yeah. And so, because I couldn't make progress, I can't give you an informed critique of the mode beyond...
Yeah, makes sense.
I couldn't make progress. But yeah, this is a fun game. I like this. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad I could help you iron out some bugs. The fire spin bug
surprised me. I did not expect them.
The fire spin bug was so silly.
Well, thank you very much for playing. I appreciate it.
Of course. But yeah, this is Digital Defender O.R.C. It's on Steam. It's $4.50 right now because Teddy's put it on 10% off sale. It's $5 normally. It's absolutely worth the $5. Go get it. Make this man a breakout success.
I don't know if I'll be maybe not breakout, but and if it's also in a package with Caveman Caravan for 20% off both if you get them together, which would be $8 together. And I've heard tell that allegedly $8 is $5. So if you want 2 games for $8, which is allegedly $5, you can get that pack. And if you already own Caveman Caravan, you can get Digital Defender O.R.C. for like I think right now it would be $2.50. So hey.
Yeah, it warned me when I went to buy this. It warned me that it was cheaper to get it as part of the bundle, but I said, "Fuck that! I'm giving Teddy my money."
You're very kind. I appreciate it.
But yeah, this game's great. I like it a lot. Yeah, go get it. But yeah, that'll be it for today. So let me go grab my schedule. Tomorrow I will be playing Triangle Strategy for a patron. Wednesday will be Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc for a patron. We'll be finishing that up. Thursday will be Baldur's Gate 3 for a patron. Friday will be The Last Door for a patron. Saturday will, of course, be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday I will not be streaming. I'm spending the day with my boyfriend. And next Monday will be 100 Line Last Defense Academy for a patron. So that's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.
Ciao for now, and have fun, stay safe, and be brave enough to be kind.
And get Digital Defender O.R.C.
Oh, if you want. If it looks appealing to you, try it out.
See you later, everybody.